Alright, welcome kids. We are going to do our next activity on the iPad where we're going to use a lathe simulator. So the first thing I need you to do is go to the App Store and search Lathe, L-A-T-H-E. You will find one that says 3D Lathe Worker. You need to open that and download it. Mine's the one that has open on it, so you can see the icon of what it looks like. Download that and install it on your iPad. Once it's downloaded, you can click on it and open it up, and you're going to start out with a new custom wood piece like this. There is a tutorial that is on there. I suggest that you go through it. I'm going to skip that right now, and we're just going to start doing this. Okay, so here's a lathe. There are several ways to move a lathe. First of all, you have down here at the bottom a 1 versus a 2. Position 1 is a fast movement, and it's a movement that will move the entire width of the machine. Position 2 is a more precise movement. You can control how much each one of those move by controlling the horizontal and the vertical speed. You can drag the lathe by just moving your finger across it, moving it. You can also go in and out with your material. That is done by using the up and down arrows, and you can do any combination of those. You can change how fast the vertical movement is by going and sliding this up and down also. You can change your units by clicking on the L or the W. You got millimeters versus inches. We want to do inches. That's what we're going to start with. Our goal is to create a dog bone that starts at 5 inches and goes all the way to 30 inches and be 5 inches in width. And I will write that down so that you guys can see that in an assignment. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start over here. We're going to get as much as we can to 5, as close as we can to 5, and you would slow your speed down to get it exact. I'm just going to get mine approximate to save time on video. We're going to turn our lathe on so it starts spinning. As it goes in, I'm going to angle in with my diagonal, and I'm going to start my cut right there. Then I can go ahead and I can hit the 1 and this green circle button and then go over, and it's going to automatically go all the way over for me at that same distance. So it's not going to go in and out any, but it's going to constantly work over as we go across. And it's going to keep going and going and going. And then when you got to that end of the cut, again, we can kind of work our way out of that cut also. Okay? And you can control the steepness of a cut by controlling your speed. So if you don't want to go over as much, you can change that there. Okay? And then it's moving automatically. I can turn that automatic off so I can kind of come over. So again, I can kind of go back to 5, around 5-ish. And then I can start that cut again. I'm going to kind of come in. I'm going to go in a little bit. And then now I'm going to hit that green button. I'm going to start working my way across. Again, we're going to try to get to where our W is right at 5 inches. You're going to keep making cuts until that happens. Okay, and you want it to be nice and straight across, similar to what you would have when you guys did your dog bone sample. Now, you will not be able to make all this cut at one time because you can see it slowed down quite a bit because of the material it's taken out. You have to do these cuts in layers. Okay, and then again, you can work your way slowly back out. Your goal is to have a symmetrical sample that is, again, starting at 5 inches, going all the way down to 30 inches. And I'll show you where that looks like here in just a second. So it would go all the way over down here to where it's close to the end at 30 inches. And you want it to have a width or W of 5 inches. And it should look nice and smooth all the way across the bottom. Once you're done with that, take a screenshot so that we can see what your sample looks like and that's what you will be submitting.